the best watches James Cameron owns. James Cameron, a director with a career spanning 37 years, has broken many records. Even though he's known for directing science fiction and epic pictures, he's most known for helming Titanic, the movie that presently holds the record for the most Oscars won by a single film, as well as Avatar, the picture that currently holds the record for the second highest earning film of all time. James is an experienced filmmaker who also has a strong interest in the study of marine life and the protection of the natural world. He has worked on several documentaries with National Geographic, all of which have received widespread acclaim from film critics. His strong appetite for excitement makes him the ideal choice to represent Rolex as a spokesperson. Regardless of whether it's traversing the heights of Hollywood or delving into the depths of the ocean, discover the amazing stories tucked away in James Cameron's Rolex timepieces by delving into their depths. Hello everyone, and welcome to another video on our channel. In today's video, we're going to discuss the best watches James Cameron owns, so stay tuned to find out. Now let's start our video. Rolex Submariner. Since James was a part of the Rolex Ambassador program, people have noticed that he always wears a Rolex watch on his wrist. Since he first got his hands on it 30 years ago, his reliable Rolex Submariner watch has never been far from his wrist. James has been a passionate scuba diver and free diver since he was in his 20s, and he has known for a long time that he can remember that he would benefit immensely from owning the best watch for his diving adventures. After the critical and financial success of his film Aliens in 1986, he finally went out and bought the Rolex Submariner he had wanted for a long time. James has worn the same Rolex Submariner on all of his travels, including those on the MIR submersibles, the 33 dives he's done to the Titanic ruin, the movie sets he's worked on, and even the stage at the Academy Trophies when he accepted the record 11 trophies for Titanic. This is because the watch is water resistant to a depth of 660 feet or 200 meters. Rolex's Instagram account was used to capture this image. Rolex Sea Dweller Deep Sea. In 2012, James participated in an expedition to explore the Mariana Trench, the ocean's deepest part on the planet. This expedition was sponsored in part by Rolex. This attempt necessitated the construction of a whole new submersible vessel, which was ultimately given the name Deep Sea Challenger. Its primary purpose was to descend 11,000 meters deep into the Pacific Ocean. James was the sole captain of the ship and regarded their journey to assist in scientific discovery. During the time that he was operating the equipment, he was sporting a Rolex Sea Dweller Deep Sea from an earlier model, reference 116660. The casing of the Rolex Sea Dweller Deep Sea is 44 millimeters in diameter, and it features both a ring lock system and a trip lock screw-down crown. This watch was designed to withstand great depths. Due to the watch's remarkable water resistance of up to 12,800 feet, made possible by its triple waterproof protection, it is the ideal tool watch for professional divers. A video uploaded to YouTube by Rolex. If you're liking this content so far, please consider subscribing and liking the video. Now let's continue. James' submersible, called the Deep Sea Challenger, was carrying Rolex timepieces of its own. Deep Sea Challenge is the name given to Rolex's experimental prototype watches, which were fastened to the exterior of the submersible during the trip. Rolex developed these watches specifically for the challenge. The watches maintained accurate timekeeping throughout the nearly 7-hour journey and emerged in fully functional condition. Photos and videos uploaded to YouTube by Rolex can be found here. Deep Sea D-Blue Rolex Sea Dweller. Years after the successful trip, Rolex did something extremely un-Rolex. They issued a special watch edition in the middle of the year, instead of during Baselworld, in honor of James Cameron and the successful Deep Sea Challenge. The Rolex Deep Sea D-Blue, built based on the Rolex Sea Dweller Deep Sea 116660, featured an unusual dial that referenced the accomplishment for which it was called. The ever-changing colors of the ocean were reflected on a dial that gradually went from blue to black in gradient, and the word Deep Sea was rendered in the same shade of green used for the Deep Sea Challenger vessel. It is also generally known as the James Cameron Rolex, and the watch industry serving as a continual reminder of the film director and the explorer's historic solo dive. Rolex has said that its watch was the first to be designed specifically for an occasion or an individual, and may be the last of its kind. This video may be seen on YouTube, and GQ is the host. Well, that's all for today's video. Tell us in the comments section how this one was. I really hope that you found this video interesting. You can subscribe and watch more videos on our channel to keep up with more content. We'll see you in the following video with some more notable celebrities, facts, and stories. And until then, stay tuned.